and gentlemen, welcome back to the Simon Burt's PlayStation Show as the Timberwolves and Thunder meet up at Paycom Center for Game 2 of this Best of 7 series. Oklahoma City took Game 1, 68-57, as they now claim a 1-0 lead in the series. Let's just do a quick recap of Game 1 and what to expect for Game 2. Well, not only adapting to the defense, but Minnesota could be more efficient from the field, only going 36% from the field in Game 1 as opposed to OKC, who basically sunk half their shots from the field throughout the entire game. Even though it is a hard task to score on this OKC defense, it is definitely doable. They will need a lot more from Anthony Edwards in this game, putting up only 16 points in Game 1, but only went 30% from the field, going 6 for 20 in that category. Let's see what Minnesota can do to try and respond and even the series at one apiece. Because sometimes early momentum can be a deciding factor. As Randall zooms by Holmgren, and he says absolutely not. As the ball goes out of bounds, Minnesota will retain possession. Dribble moves. Hartenstein, Gobert with the block, and takes it the other way. Gobert draws the foul, doesn't get the N1, as Hartenstein picks up his second personal MVP. And Edwards trying to get in there with that freaky athleticism as the block is made. Hartenstein, as he was acting like that was a piece of cake, just not doing much with that body. At the other end of the floor, though, Gilgeous Alexander. Hartenstein now with it. Hartenstein to Gilgeous Alexander to a wide open Jalen Williams for 3. Playmaking moment right there by the Georgia native, as McDaniels will slam it in with one hand, and he's loving that, strolling his way to the defensive side of the floor now. Does not go. Gobert puts the screen on Hartenstein, as that is a good pass by Edwards for the Gobert finish at the other end of the floor, as that one is no good. Gobert to Conley. Conley to Edwards to Randall with Holmgren right behind him. He says, I don't care, I'm still putting this in the bucket. Implement with a mid-range J of his own. Minute left in the third. Reed is in there and one! Getting it off the glass, using his size to his advantage. Reading Naz Reid's story was very interesting, talking about the level of determination he had when he went undrafted. As stated by Yahoo Sports, he said being undrafted has motivated, and that makes it an even better story, stating that he wanted to show his fans that the amount of love for the game says a lot when trying to put that foot in the door, as Wallace at the other end. And Caruso, as that one is no good, picking up his own rebound. And Caruso does not fall! And Alexander Walker will get the mid-range J to go at the other end. Edwards from the wing, no good. And the board there by Williams. And Dort. And Naz Reid! No soup for you! As it goes out of bounds. Edwards now with it at the wing. As Edwards, Gobert with the two-handed jackhammer! A solid feed from the Ant-Man himself. Get it 3. And Dort, Holmgren. Holmgren to Gilgeous Alexander for 3. Gilgeous Alexander sees the openness there. No good. And is this Minnesota's chance right here? Conley trying to go end to end. Gobert, no good. Goes back to McDaniels. 3! And will OKC close it out here, though? Dort to Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley has to stay on him there, as that one is good. As it is not over just yet, but it may be coming to the conclusion right here, as Dort will pass it to Gilgeous-Alexander, and Hartenstein, the exclamation point! And Gobert will pick up the foul, as that is game, a 70-60 game in favor of the Thunder, as Minnesota goes back home with an 0-2 hole to climb out of. As we now go to the official end of the game stats, Gilgeous-Alexander with 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, and 1 steal. Going 11 for 25 from the field, just below 50%. And let's go to the other side, as Naz Reid, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 block, went 5 for 5 from the field, and 2 for 2 from 3. Extremely efficient. He might be their player of the game, as this is the second consecutive game where Anthony Edwards is lacking in his efficiency. And that may or may not speak to OKC's stellar defensive play. Now let's go to the team comparisons. Let's see the main reason why OKC won this game, as it is pretty self-explanatory when it comes to not only points in the paint and not only defensive and offensive rebounds, but turnovers off points. Yeah, as you can see right there, going back as late in the fourth quarter, however, OKC had a few turnovers where we had that sense of, oh, this could be going the other way. However, Minnesota ended up with 7 turnovers, and OKC 14 points off of turnovers. Very impressive. Just the big recaps just going back here, as you look at guys like Hartenstein and Gobert. Not only are these impressive rebound stats happening in this game, they're doing it consistently. I mean, the show is still young, but guys like them have been putting up double-digit rebound numbers ever since the beginning. And with that being said, that will wrap things up here in Game 2, as OKC will take home the victory. As that is a wrap for this one, with the final score of 70-60 in favor of the Thunder, taking a 2-0 edge on the series. To watch other videos, all you have to do is search up Simon Burtz, as a link will also be provided in the description. This is Simon Burtz saying so long from the Simon Burtz.